New Mario Kart. Fans, it's $80. Most accurate fortune cookie I have ever received. You will be hungry again in 1 hour. No matter how still you have been. Is Ben Stiller. Rockstar gauging the industry's reaction to $80 Mario Kart World before dropping GTA 6 for $100. Why don't you just date an attractive woman? Pleasant to look at, X is better, will make you happier and more confident. Why the F didn't I think of this, thanks OP. How I told my mom I was having a baby. What is a grandma? You is a grandma. Eating due to boredom is definitely my worst habit. Like, I'm not hungry but I 100% will smash in 10 packs of crisps just for something to do. So apparently the bad vibes I have been feeling are actually severe psychological distress. Does he bite? No, but if you make eye contact he will challenge you to a dance battle. Please stop raising awareness. There is too much. I have become too aware. When your food sounds like a battlefield in the microwave but still comes out cold. Hey Snow White, how's it going? 68k likes, 2 million dislikes. Yeah. 7-year-old me using Google for the first time to search Cartoon Network website. 11-year-old me using Google for the second time to search Nemin. Me thinking how I went from $2,000 to $23 in 3 days. Did you sleep yet? Like 4 hours. Damn. So sorry. How do you function like that? Pure hate. The only inhabitants of the Heard and McDonald Islands which Trump has imposed 10% tariffs on. When someone keeps the conversation going beyond normal pleasantries, are you attempting to know me? Wanna buy a graham cracker? A gram of what? Clearly orange hair. Humans for some reason. Is this red hair? It's a simple turn. But we want them to be careful. How about a sign? An engineer? No, I have a better idea. I feel presentation is as important as the meal itself. My wife. Why are you pulling over? Me. Hand me my phone. My wife. We are on the freeway. Me. Hand me my phone. Date. I'm looking for a mature man. Me. Nervous laugh. Yeah, maturity is important. Barista. I have a coffee for Mr. Fondle Marbles. Me enjoying 2025. 25% of 2025 is over. When your donuts aren't great, they all right donuts. Me having an amazing time with myself. No internet connection. Me the next minute. Boomer humor. I hate my wife. Millennial humor. I hate my life. Gen Z humor. Kermit the Pog. When they say we are like a family here but your leave request for a family event gets denied. Got any fatherly advice for me? You should hit the Windows key plus V and turn on clipboard history. This will allow you to access a history of up to 25 clipboard items and you can even pin frequently used ones. How was your year? Me. When you ask a question during a live stream and the streamer answers it. 11-year-old me creating a username for a game. My cool username. XXXX. Man, maybe life isn't about finding the perfect lamp but finding the lamp inside you. Hey boss, can we get a raise? Sorry, all the budget went to pointless team building activities. How was discovered? Wrong hole. Hold on. We might have something here. Me when I buy something I didn't need because I was having a bad day. When you tell your parents a joke and they turn it into a lecture. Me reading in my head. Also me reading out loud in class. When you got a lot to say but being silent is the best option. The Switch 2 gets more games announced, hype rate jumps to 100%. The games are $80 digitally and $90 physically, hype rate drops to 0%. That feeling when you finally buy something you couldn't afford as a kid. Author, in his book on why X is bad. Now to be fair, I will also list all the reasons why X is good. Next pages are blank. I have achieved comedy. When the YouTuber loves every comment except yours. At my wedding there will only be people I like. My wedding. Alarm goes off for 47th time. Me. Men can understand all these gauges but not their woman. Well, they actually tell us what's wrong, so. Moms be like, you're halfway there, keep cleaning. You'll never understand my pain. People who lay on the side with headphones. Hee sorry. People with glasses. When both your baby mamas are arguing, calling each other's kids ugly but they look just like you. 90% of men are ugly and 90% of women are pretty. Sorry, we are both in the 10%. Waitress, let me get this mess out of your way. Me, I already called her an Uber but thanks anyways. Therapist, all dreams have a meaning. My dreams. Turkish people don't say that's a dilemma, they say that stick has she on both ends, and I think this describes the situation better. Indians driving Teslas. Well, we did invent the swagger. I'll just tell people that. When your coworker catches you leaving work early. So the internet is largely bad, the real world also not great right now. Where am I supposed to hang out? My own mind. The worst of the three. When it starts raining heavily right after you get home for the day. Me, wanting to play Split Fiction. Oh right, I'm single. Me trying to stay awake at work after eating lunch. When someone knows that was from Australia and not from Germany, I see you're a man of culture as well. Women won't date guys under 6 feet tall. Guys under 6 feet tall. When you browse memes for 35 hours out of 40 hours per week at work but get less in salary than the CEO, patiently waits for the lying sounds of capitalism echoing through the universe. Imagine using one of these to grab a balloon off the nightstand. When the microwave does the passive-aggressive double beep when you forget your food. I just wanna know which bills you pay to be taking that tone with me. US citizens. We are not all like that. Not all of us voted for him. Germans. First time. My stocks have lost nearly 1/3 of their value. My 401k retirement plan is tanking. My savings account will never cover the rising prices. You guys have stocks and savings accounts. Me after one workout. Check it out. I'm going to sleep now. My brain. Remember 3rd grade. Let's recap. You're just depressed because you stay in your bedroom all day instead of traveling the world. Cool, now I'm depressed in Egypt. More than 80 firearms and 3 skulls found in guitarist's home. I have guns in my house for ladder. My home is full of skulls. You know you're rich when the wallet ain't even closing. How do y'all get addicted to gambling? I just lose $20 and I'm done. A teacher told me not to worry about spelling because in the future there will be autocorrect, for which I'm eternally grateful. My thoughts when a cute stranger smiles at me. April Fool's Day is cancelled this year cause no made up prank could match the unbelievable shit going on in the world right now. Every billionaire ever. I'm going to change the world. For better, right? For the better, right? People arguing over the video game price hike. Me with a huge back catalog of games I haven't started that I bought on sale. Thank you for bringing your Bluetooth speaker to the beach. I didn't want to hear the sound of the waves and birds and wind. I wanted to hear the Spotify playlist you listen to everywhere else in your life because you hate to be alone with your thoughts for even 1 minute. Thank you. When your best friend's mom sees you arguing with your girlfriend, I could get you out of this. Book recommendations for ex-wives. Where is my dad? Smart roommate. I'm pretending to be a hot girl on Tinder so I can match with my roommate and tell him I'm coming over so he'll clean the apartment. Me who doesn't know anything about Nintendo watching people freak out over Switch prices. Nobody is born cool, except of course, YouTubers that link the music they use. Don't worry little troll, I will protect you from those bullies. Years later, don't worry little troll, I will carry you home, so we can heal your leg. Even later, don't worry babe, I can carry you to bed. When it's not your day and the day doesn't want to end. Does anyone else get lazy making the last pancake so you just make one giant one? When you wake up late but you still manage to roll into work on time. Levy tariffs against everyone. Countries levy tariffs in return. China, South Korea and Japan unite against the tariffs. China, South Korea and Japan unite against the tariffs. Using the internet on April Fool's Day. Oldest man in Australia spent final years knitting sweaters for injured penguins. Everyone liked that. Me, Mr. Incredible. What is the TV network that produced Dexter? Mr. Incredible. It's showtime. When you're halfway through the fake scenario and then realize that you're low-key mentally unwell. So when are you going to give us grandchildren? My trauma demon, me finally accepting that it adds character and made me a little funny.
Spare change, ma'am.